Hey everybody, welcome back to the Seasoned Vegan. I'm Kia and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a buildabowl. A buildabowl is essentially a bowl that includes 5 essential ingredients. We have whole grains, vegan protein, vegetables, grains and seeds, and a dressing to bring it all together. So today I'm going to be using mushrooms and beets, kale, and to my kale I like to add pumpkin seeds and hemp seeds. And of course, we're going to be seasoning it up. So I've got my very good garlic, my salt, my pepper, and some oil. For my grains today, I'm choosing to go in with wild rice. And for my protein, I have some baked tofu in the sesame ginger flavor. To top it, I've got my peanut dressing and also some pickled cabbage that I'll tell you guys about. A little bit more about, later on. So first things first, we've got to rinse and cook our rice. So I'm just going to give it a little shower, put it in my Instant Pot. And of course, you can make this on the stovetop, easy peasy if you don't have an Instant Pot. I'm going to add my water to this and then go ahead and start it. And as always, guys, all the measurements are going to be in the description below if you need that. So now, step 2, we're going to bake our mushrooms and our tofu. I'm just going to chop them up. This here is a portobello mushroom, and I'm just dicing it and putting some oil on a parchment I can't speak. Putting some oil on a baking sheet with some parchment paper, and I'm going to go ahead and season this up with my very good garlic, some salt, and I'm pretty much going to do the same thing to my tofu. So here's my baked tofu, and I'm going to cube this up. Here's what it looks like close up. And again, it's pre-seasoned, so it's the sesame ginger flavor, and it's really good. I didn't feel the need to season it anymore except for some salt, which you're going to see very soon. Here we go. So yeah, now we're going to bake it for about 30 minutes in the oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to bake both the mushrooms and the tofu. And while that's happening, we're going to get our beets steaming. So first things first, we need to take off the tops and the bottoms. Look at how beautiful. And we're going to saute them in a pot for about 30 minutes in an inch of water. So I put a trivet and then an inch of water and then my beets. And after they're steamed, they're so easy to peel. I thought this one was beautiful. It kind of reminded me of like a gem from Spyro or the Sorcerer's Stone from Harry Potter. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and chop them up and saute them for about 5 minutes. I'm throwing on some more very good garlic. I think I threw in some salt as well. And yeah, it just takes 5 minutes. Then at the very end, I'm going to go ahead and saute my kale. I just like to massage it, chop it up, and throw it in the pan. And this only takes about 5 minutes to saute, so I add my very good garlic, my salt, my hemp seeds, my pumpkin seeds, which get so delicious when they're toasted. Pumpkin seeds are, they're so good. They're so good. So yeah, I'm going to add that and then just saute, like I said, for about 5 minutes. That's all it takes. Really easy. And at the end, I do like to put a little bit of water and my lid on for about a minute at the very end, just to soften it, make it easier to chew. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? And to that, I'm going to add my mushrooms, which shrunk down so much in the oven. So that's going right into the greens. So good. And I'm just going to scooch all of this over to the side so that I can take my tofu out of the oven. It's done now, and I'm just going to put that right on the side to make it easy for building our bowl. So all the ingredients are pretty much done now. Here's our rice. We're going to fluff it up and put it over by the other ingredients, by the beets and the kale, the tofu, and the mushrooms. And I wanted to talk a little bit about this pickled cabbage mix. So I just used coleslaw mix, ACV, salt, sugar, peppercorns, and water. And then the peanut sauce. Here are the ingredients if you want to make that for yourself. It's peanut butter, tamari, sriracha, maple syrup, rice vinegar, coconut milk, and again, all the measurements are in the description below. So now it's time to build our bowl. I'm so excited. On the bottom, we have our wild rice, and we're going to put some sesame ginger tofu on top of that. And then we're going to go in with our greens. I personally love a lot of greens, so I'm going to be a little heavy-handed with that. I just think kale is so delicious. I love it. And it seems like my body really likes it. and then my colorful beets, and these are golden beets and red beets, or purple beets, whatever you call them. So those are going in too. Look how good that's already looking. That's balance right there. Balance and beauty. So now we're just going to top the bowl with my pickled cabbage. I happened to make this the day before, so it had been pickling overnight. Now our peanut sauce, which I am going to liberally dress the bowl in. So good. And look at all my leftovers. So this is going to be bowls for my whole week. This is probably lunch for like a good half of the week, maybe the whole week, depending on how I'm feeling. And here it is. Absolutely delicious, you guys. Go ahead and make this. And the best thing about a buildabowl is you can customize it to your liking. If you don't like beets or mushrooms, put something else in it. The sky's the limit here. So go ahead and nourish your body. Feed yourself well. Thanks for watching, guys. See you Friday. Bye.